Crews in Lake Worth worked on and off throughout the night trying to clean up all that damage left by the twister. For more on that, let's turn now to News Channel 5's Christine Christofek, who is live in the middle of all the damage in Lake Worth. Christine, taking a look around, how bad is it there right now?
Roxanne, it's actually pretty incredible. There is a lot of destruction here in the Lake Worth area, and I'm just going to let you look behind me. As you can see, this home completely destroyed by one of the tornadoes that touched down just near 10th Avenue in Lake Worth. Now, you can see for yourself what the twister did to about 3 or 4 homes in this area. This home is considerable damage, both inside and out. There's debris scattered everywhere. Stop signs are down, and it's not the only site of the damage. Various areas throughout Lake Worth have been hit. Trees are down, power lines are down, and area businesses, some of them are practically destroyed. Now, there were reports of some injuries. Fortunately, as you mentioned, no deaths. So, but I do understand also that the Lake Worth Police Department as well as the Lake Worth Fire Department were also damaged extensively, and they had their work cut out for them last night as they were trying to help others pick up the debris from the tornado that hit here. So definitely these people here in Lake Worth have their work cut out for them. Now, I do understand we're also under another tornado watch until 11 a.m., which means conditions are favorable. Of course, Glenn Murray will be watching that, and the debris behind me has to be cleaned up because the winds are still 40 to 50 miles per hour. So we're going to be out here for a while checking out the situation as neighbors come by and take a look at and assess the damage themselves. Roxanne?
Okay, Christine, we will be checking out with you several more times throughout the newscast this morning, so let us know if there's any changes or anything going on there that we need to know. Of course, News Channel 5 will be bringing you live hourly updates throughout the day on the very latest with Tropical Storm Gordon, so keep it right here because we will have the information you will want and need throughout the day. John? Some residents and cleanup crews understandably have now been working through the night to try to fix the damage, and of course that cleanup continues. News Channel 5's Christine Christofek joins us now from the Lake Worth area with the very latest from that area. Christine, what's going on there this morning?
Well, Roxanne, in this particular Lake Worth area, things are starting to pick up now. People are starting to
there?
Get up and actually realize what happened this morning. Now, I did change locations. This is another backyard of a resident who was hit by the tornado. As you can see, it totally picked up a lawnmower and crashed it right into the side. Blew fences away, took the rooftops off of some areas, and it's right now it's very dangerous because there's a lot of debris around that could serve as projectiles in the heavy winds. So what we're going to do now is that we see work crews arrive, and the police department is also here trying to make sure that everyone is safe from, believe it or not, looters who have been coming around just waiting for an opportunity. So we're going to move locations and give you a better look of just how much damage this tornado did in the Lake Worth area. Roxanne?
Okay, Christine, thank you very much. We'll be getting back to you a little bit later on in the newscast. Thanks. Christine Christofek reporting live from Lake Worth, where one of those twisters touched down last night.
They were in Delray Beach, Barefoot Bay, Jupiter, and Lake Worth. Now, some residents are cleaning up this morning. Work crews have worked on and off throughout the night to try to fix things. News Channel 5's Christine Christofek is live now in Lake Worth near the wreckage left by last night's tornadoes that passed through that area. Christine.
Actually, John, the cleanup efforts have been hampered because it's starting to pour right now, but I'm going to let you take a look down the street. We've changed locations. At some of the damage, it's done in this residential area just off of 10th Avenue, so you could snap trees in half, and rooftops are blown off, and the police are going door to door where there's seems to be the most excessive damage, and speaking to the residents there about how the cleanup efforts are going to go now this morning. Now, I spoke to the city of Lake Worth, who's already out here repairing the stop signs. They said they've been out since 1:30 this morning just repairing stop signs. They say 20 of them so far have been pulled out right directly out of the ground, and it's very important that they put them back together because if you don't have a stop sign, you can be in very serious trouble. Now, on our way here, power lines are down, lights are out. If you're going to be traveling today, as you mentioned, schools are open. Be very, very careful. Some businesses are completely destroyed. So we're going to stay out here for a while and monitor the situation, wait for the cleanup efforts to continue, and talk to some of the residents as they come out, and they're very amazed by what they see. Some people have actually slept through it, believe it or not. So we're going to stay out here and update you. Back to you.
Hard to believe indeed. Thanks a lot, Christine, for that report. And
you're watching WPTV, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, Fort Pierce. This is Midday on 5.
For the third day in a row, Tropical Storm Gordon continues to pound South Florida. The storm has already brought several twisters to our area and caused major headaches for homeowners. But the damage is not over yet. The governor, meanwhile, has declared a state of emergency. Good morning, everyone. I'm Kelly Dunn.
And I'm John Favoli. Thanks for joining us this midday. And the cleanup continues today in Lake Worth after a twister spun off by Tropical Storm Gordon touched down last night, wreaking havoc for homeowners in that area. News Channel 5's Christine Christofek joins us now live from Lake Worth with a look at the damage caused by the twister. Christine, what's that area look like right now?
Actually, John, this part of Lake Worth was pounded by a twister last night. Cleanup efforts are underway. They're being hampered by this rain, though. There is going to be some more efforts coming in. But as you can see behind me, workers are trying to dismantle some of the trees that were uprooted and blocking the roadways and some people's driveways. Now, insurance companies have been out here talking to people and evaluating the damage. Now, when I spoke to residents, they all said the same thing. They said despite being warned about Tropical Storm Gordon, they had no idea that Gordon could do something like this.
Rick Agurlia said he's fortunate. The twister that touched down in Lake Worth last night passed over his home, but his neighbors weren't so lucky. Rick says the twister hit quick, but it was enough to leave a lasting and terrifying impression.
This time we were right in the middle of it. 10:20 last night was probably the scariest moment of my life.
The twister ripped rooftops, tore power lines, and uprooted massive trees, all in a matter of seconds. Marianne Kalika says she barely made it from her car to her son's house when she was startled by what she thought was an explosion.
We got in the house and all of a sudden we seen lights and whatever. We really thought it was a car accident, you know, not a tornado.
Residents here say they now have one more concern. They say as long as Tropical Storm Gordon lingers over South Florida, this all could happen again.
Now, John, we're back out live. As you can see, workers continue to dismantle the trees to clear the roadways. Power is still out in this area. City officials tell me it could be days before it's restored. Officials also tell me that their workers have been working around the clock, as well as the Lake Worth Police Department and everyone else, to try to clean up this mess. And now they're also on standby in the event that something like this happens again. John?
Like you mentioned, Christine, the folks there must be wondering what in the world hit them.
Well, I have to tell you, a lot of people I spoke to were very, very unprepared, although they were prepared for the rain and the lightning. They said this thing rolled in around 10:20 last night and they didn't know what hit them. They got outside and saw the damage, and a lot of people are extremely upset. But you know, it's a big team effort out here. People's homes who weren't damaged are all helping the people who were damaged, and it's nice to see something like this, but they have a lot of work ahead of them. John?
Looks like it. Thanks a lot for that report. Christine Christofek reporting live for us. Kelly?
Thanks, Glenn. The Lake Worth community continues to clean up today after a twister spun off by Tropical Storm Gordon touched down last night. News Channel 5's Christine Christofek joins us now live from Lake Worth with a look at the damage. Christine, how bad is it?
Oh, Kelly, the damage here in Lake Worth is excessive. It's supposed to be one of the more damaged areas in the whole county. If you can take a look for yourself behind me, this is just one of the homes that was damaged by the twister that came straight up the road here. This home has extensive damage. The fence has been completely ripped out of the ground. The front door ripped off and landed on the side of the house. Now, if we take a walk across the street, I am going to show you a prime example of what I've been talking about securing all loose items you may have outside. And that still goes for now. That lawnmower was a loose item. Actually, if you think it was heavy enough not to have blown, that lawnmower blew right into the bushes. That stuff like that could be potentially deadly. Lake Worth has a lot of cleaning up to do now. Insurance agencies were out here evaluating the damage, and city officials have been working around the clock to try to clean it up. The power is still out here. There's a lot of work to be done. Residents here say they're very concerned that the Tropical Storm Gordon is still lingering over South Florida, so they don't think they've actually seen the end of this yet. Kelly?
Christine, thanks very much for the update. We'll talk to you a little bit later in the program. John?
In the meantime, let's turn things over now to Christine Christofek, who joins us now from Lake Worth, where the community there continues to clean up today after a twister that was spun off by Tropical Storm Gordon touched down last night. Christine, what's going on now?
That's right, John. Excessive damage in this part of Lake Worth. Now, with me now is Donnie Brown. He's part of the working crew who's cleaning up some of the debris. Tell me what's going on at this point.
Well, right now we're trying to get some of the trees off the roof of the people's houses and the power wires, and cut up into small sections and put on the side of the road so the city can move them away.
So is the weather hampering your efforts at all?
Oh, it's raining off and on. It's kind of difficult. We have to stop in between work periods and then start back again.
How long do you anticipate this mess will be cleaned up?
Oh, I figure maybe another couple of hours or so, then we have everything straight.
luck. Thanks, Donnie Brown.
Thank you
He's
very
part of
much.
the construction crew moving the debris so people can get out of their driveways, get back and forth. Like I said, the damage is excessive here. The power is still out. Officials say they've been working around the clock. There are other priority areas they need to take care of. So they just say if you live in Lake Worth, hang tight. They're going to get to you as soon as they can. John, I'm out live in Lake Worth. I'm going to assess the damage here and bring you more later throughout the day. Back to you.
And the cleanup continues. Thanks a lot
Absolutely.
for that live update. Christine Christopher. Kelly.